Hello friends, so today we are going to understand what is CM alpha curve. So before starting with CM alpha curve, let us try to understand what is static and dynamic stabilities. So static stability, the definition says that it is that initial tendency of any system to come to its initial position. So what do we mean by this statement? Now this statement means, let us just consider a ball which is lying in a concave surface. So this is the concave surface and this is the ball. Now let us say I apply a force this side. So when I apply the force, the ball will move a bit this way, but it will again come back to its original position. So this ball has the tendency to come back to its original position. So I can say that this ball is statically stable. Now consider another case. Now there is a ball lying on a flat surface. Now if I apply some force on it, it will move a little and will attain its new equilibrium position. The distance it will travel basically depend on the force I have applied. If I have applied more force, it will travel a longer distance. If I have applied a less amount of force, it will take a shorter distance. Now the third case, now we have a convex surface. Now if I have a ball which is lying on a convex surface and if I apply a little force here, it will start rolling and it will move further away and away. So this is the case for a statically neutral, this is the case for a statically stable system. This is a statically neutral system and this is an statically unstable system. So when the ball has the tendency to come back to its original position, it is statically stable. If it has a tendency to move but attain a new equilibrium position, then we can say it is statically neutral. But if it has a tendency to keep moving further away and away, we can say that this is statically unstable system. So this is the basic idea of static stability. Now let us understand what is dynamic stability. Now let us consider a cantilever beam which is fixed in a wall. So now if I apply some force here, so let me apply some force and then I'll release. So if I apply the force, it will start moving like this. Right, so it will make a curve something like this. So this is magnitude versus time curve. Initially it will have a larger magnitude and then slowly the magnitude will die down and finally it will come back to its original position. So if this is the case, we can say that this is a dynamically stable system. This is a dynamically stable system. Another case could be that I have applied the force and it is keep on vibrating and the magnitude does not dies down, and neither the magnitude dies down, neither the magnitude increases. So this is a dynamically neutral system. And a third case could be I have applied some force and time that magnitude of this vibration keeps on increasing. Now if this magnitude keeps on increasing, then this is a dynamically unstable system. So this is a dynamically stable system, this is neutral system, and this is unstable system. Now please keep in mind that in all the three systems, the system is always trying to come back to its original position. See, here it is trying to come back to its original position, then it moves further away, then again it tries to reach its original position, then it is moving further away. In the second case also, it is trying to come back to its original position, then it moves away, again it tries to come back, again it moves away, and similar is the third case. So all these three systems are statically stable system, although they might be dynamically stable or might not be, but they are statically stable system. So the initial criteria or the precondition or prerequisite for a system to check whether it has dynamically stability or not is first that it should have statically stability. If it has static stability, then we can check whether it is a dynamically stable system or not. Otherwise, there is no use of checking that. Okay, so now coming to CM alpha curve. So to understand CM alpha curve, let us first understand what is CM. Now let's consider an airplane. Now on this airplane there could be three movements. The movements could be in three directions. That is, there could be pitching movement, rolling movement, and yawing movement. So the pitching movement is like this way. The pitching movement is denoted by M. The rolling movement, like the rolling of the wings, that is denoted by L, and the yawing movement is denoted by N. So this is the pitching movement, this is the rolling movement, and this is the yawing movement. So these are the three moments acting on the airplane. Now the pitching moment M is equal to half rho V square SC into Cm, where rho is the density, V is the airspeed, S is the wingspan area, and C is the mean aerodynamic chord, and Cm is the coefficient of pitching moment. So this is the Cm, which is known as the coefficient of pitching moment. So the Cm will affect the change in moment. So if the Cm is changing, the moment will change. So if the Cm is positive, that means if the moment is positive, that means we have pitch up moment. If the moment is negative, that means we have pitch down moment. So pitch up is positive and pitching down is negative. So this is the typical sign convention which we are going to use, and this is quite a universal convention which is used almost in all the books. Now let us look at the Cm alpha curve. Now we could have three different slopes of Cm alpha curve. One is positive, one is negative, and one is 0. Let us first consider the negative slope of the Cm alpha curve. Let us say that the slope is something like this. Now on this curve there is a point here. This is known as trim point. So this is the point at which coefficient of moment is 0. So that means that if the aircraft is cruising nicely, there are no net pitching moments on the airplane. So the aircraft will keep on moving in the same direction without any pitching moment, since the Cm is 0. So since Cm is 0, M will be 0. So there will not be any pitching moments. Now let us consider that there is some upward gust of wind this way. So what will happen? The aircraft will move little upward, that is, will have a positive pitching moment, and as a result of this, angle of attack will increase. So if this is the Cm alpha curve of this aircraft, so the new condition will move somewhere here. So this is the new point. Now what has happened is the angle of attack has increased. Now as a result, from this graph we can say that there will be a negative restoring moment, that Cm would be negative. So since there will be a negative restoring moment, the aircraft has pitched up. Now since there is a negative restoring moment, the aircraft will again move back to its original equilibrium or original trim point. So the aircraft will again come back to its trim point, and we can say that aircraft is statically stable since it has come back to its original trim point. Now let us say this is the Cm alpha curve. So this Cm alpha is positive and this Cm alpha curve is negative. So now let us consider a case where the Cm alpha is positive. Now the aircraft is again, initially it was flying in the trim point. Now there is an upward gust of wind and it reaches somewhere here, since the angle of attack has increased. Now what will happen? Because it has a positive Cm alpha curve, there will be a positive restoring moment. There will be a positive moment. Now the aircraft has already reached some position somewhere here. Now since there is a positive moment, it will move further up. It will further pitch up. Now since it will further pitch up, again angle of attack will increase, and aircraft will keep on pitching upward and upward. So this is a destabilizing condition. So if the Cm alpha curve is positive, we can say that this is a unstable condition, and if Cm alpha curve is negative, we can say this is a stable condition. From this discussion we can conclude that Cm alpha curve for a longitudinal statically stable aircraft should be negative. Now let us consider another case where the Cm alpha curve is something like this. Now this is again a negative Cm alpha curve, as we can say that the slope is negative. So this satisfies the first condition, that Cm alpha curve is negative for this curve also and this curve also. Now what is the problem with this condition? The problem with this condition is that its trim point is somewhere here. So what this condition says is that aircraft is trimming at negative angle of attack. Now what this actually means is that at equilibrium the aircraft will have to cruise at negative angle of attack. So the airfoil should be made in a manner that aircraft produces positive lift at negative angle of attack, which is generally not the case. So generally the airfoils are made in a manner that aircraft attains a positive lift at either a positive angle of attack or even zero angle of attack. So Cm naught should be a positive number and it should not be a negative number. So this green line basically denotes a good Cm alpha curve. So the two conditions for the longitudinal static stability of the aircraft is Cm alpha curve should be negative, and the second condition is that Cm naught should be positive. So these are the two important conditions for Cm alpha curve or longitudinal static stability of the aircraft. Now since we have understood this, now let us consider neutral point in light of this discussion. Now the neutral point is basically the position of CG for which Cm alpha curve or dou Cm by dou alpha is 0. So what this actually means is that if I move the CG of the aircraft and I reach a position of the CG, for this position should be in a manner that Cm alpha curve should have 0 slope. So if the CG is lying at the neutral point, Cm alpha curve should be a horizontally straight line. It should neither be positively stable, neither it should be negatively stable. But so this is the neutral point. So if the CG lies ahead of the neutral point, let us say if this is the CG, then the Cm alpha curve of the aircraft should look like this, and if the CG is lying behind, then the Cm alpha curve of the aircraft would something like this. So this is an unstable Cm alpha curve, this is a stable Cm alpha curve, and this is a neutral Cm alpha curve. So in the light of this discussion, we can say that neutral point is that position of CG for which Cm alpha curve is horizontal. So I hope this helps. Thank you.